Wow! I'm ready!
Where are you?
Going to DJs in my car! Beat out! Woo!
Hello?
You gotta be smiling, you gotta be dancing, you gotta be shaking that ass!
What up, Baker? Who are the Falcons?
Jesus.
Welcome to the top 10, maybe even top 2 podcast on all of the interwebs. Coming at you from the Square Mile City, Frankie Sinatra's background.
Backdoor Frank. That's what they used to call him.
I am your boy Z. To my right, as always, the always effervescently beautiful, soft-skinned, smooth, silky, and gorgeous Bones.
What up, Z? How are you today?
We are the Boken Boys.
How are you?
All right, I'm having
sweaty?
I'm a little sweaty, but I'll tell you what, I'm having a great fucking day.
Woo!
Got a great sweat this morning.
Woo!
Listened to tons of Demi Lovato all morning long. And Carly Rae Jepsen just dropped a new album in the last week or two. Wow. I've listened to a handful of songs so far.
Yeah,
I'm
not
not
good.
through all of it. So far, so good.
I think they're calling her like the voice of the generation or something.
She is the songbird of our generation.
Yeah, that's it.
Look, I'm not expecting every song on the album to be a banger. When was people don't give out like albums anymore. Usually we hear these new awesome artists. Well,
they do one song because you can just download one song,
and we have to like it.
yeah, and like that's the way Spotify and iTunes and everything works.
And that model works. So this is why she's the songbird of our generation.
Ooh, songbird of the generation.
She went out of her way to do a whole album. So far, I think there's 3 or 4 songs I like. I'm gonna do some more marinating on it. Next pod, I will give you a full report back on the Carly Rae Jepsen bangers.
Ooh.
She has a couple retreads in there that are just fire. But
What about
Carly Rae Jepsen?
What about Madison Beer's new song that just dropped?
I was very underwhelmed.
Yeah, I mean it's underwhelming, but her voice is wonderful. She has a beautiful voice and body.
Confession, Spotify, one of her first songs I think came out when she was like 15 years old or 14, and Spotify it was like, you might like this song, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, oh, this is dope, and there's like the cover art of her, Madison Beer, who is now 20. So this is like 4 or 5 years ago,
Legal.
I guess. And I'm looking at the cover art, I'm like, oh, this is a good looking girl. And then like I look her up, I Google her, I'm like, holy shit, she's 15.
Yeah. Does that mean when she's 40, she's going to be like disgusting?
We saw her mom.
Yeah, her mom was hot.
is on her Instagram. She's going to have a
But her
great
mom's
future.
like fucking 36. I feel like her mom is not that much older than us.
Her mom's got like 3 kids. If my wife looks that good after 3 kids, I did something right. Or I paid someone the right amount of money. That's probably more likely.
Oh, yeah. Definitely more likely than paying a lot of money. You have I won't say it. I'm not going to go into it.
Go ahead, go for it.
No. Let's just keep talking. Moving on from that.
Boop, 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 boop. So today we got a little Surf City action we're going on.
Oh, yeah. Surf City.
Shout out Jersey City, which I don't really like. I take back Jersey City shout out.
Jersey City is growing on me. It's growing on everybody. It is mobbed constantly now on weekends. Everyone has moved out of the Hoboken phase, and they're in the I want to go back to being like a goth hipster kid and go to Jersey.
I'll say this: if I was 25 and single, I'd be way more into the Jersey City scene than I am now.
I'm 30 and single, and I'm very into it.
I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of people out.
Well, like
it's a lot of
Ashford is
fun. It's a lot of excitement, but like, I'm not going out to
It's not like clubs. Only the Ashford's a club. Everything else is just a normal divey bar.
Yeah, but it's like crowded with a lot and it's not Hoboken-y. Like the places are a little bit bigger in Jersey City.
Yeah,
in Hoboken,
Hoboken is crowded with a lot of people,
but it's
more douchey.
Small, douchey, contained spaces.
It's Northern Jersey douchebags go to Hoboken.
People aren't getting on NJ Transit and then going to Jersey City out for the night. They get on NJ Transit and they come to Hoboken, which we've done our whole life.
Yeah, no, I was New York because I had NJ Transit go direct to New York. I would have had to transfer, so we were our line. Our good friend Bob, who does hypotheticals for us.
Hypothetical Bob, shout out.
Yeah, we go into New York and spend way more money than coming into Hoboken and getting these nice dollar beers.
I remember what I was like from 21 to, I guess, really like 27, but mainly 21 to 25 coming out in Hoboken, and I was a terror. And these are the people that we have to go see and hang out with. So Jersey City, I will say this. You have my heart a little bit. But Hoboken will always have the full heart because we are the Boken Boys.
Oh, yeah. No, it's Hoboken. I still love everything about Hoboken. Water's getting better. Dog poop not getting better, getting worse. Are we going to go talk to Ravi tomorrow? On Monday, I mean?
There's a town hall meeting
Today,
on Monday.
I guess, technically, since we're recording for Monday.
Pod drops on Monday. If you're listening to this on Monday, there is a town hall meeting unless he cancels it or moves it again.
You just moved it from the 13th, from this past Monday.
I think we need to go. I got a text from one of my friends who is involved in Hoboken politics, and he said, "You guys have a podcast? Are you talking smack about Ravi?"
Ooh, we're going to talk some smack. Do we get to talk to them?
I don't think we talk smack about Ravi. I thought we were very polite. The only question I had for my friend was, are you going to charge us for the plastic bags that we clean up that
Correct.
are free?
I agree.
That was a mindfuck of a question.
It is. That is a big question for me. Are we going to be able to talk?
I mean, we have to go and meet Ravi Bala after and ask him questions about.
Well, he's a Yankees
About
fan,
poop.
so it's on his Twitter that he is a lifelong Yankees fan.
Interesting.
So I'm going to wear a bunch of Yankees gear. Go, Ravi, what up? Yankees are doing real well this year. What's not doing well this year is your dog poop situation. And you're bringing these scooters in. My first question is going to be, how are you going to stop people on the scoots from riding on the sidewalks?
How much poop is going to be on the wheels of the scooters? Tons of poop. So the scooters will end up smelling like shit.
Yeah.
Roundabout way.
This is interesting. That's a really
There
good
we
question.
go.
All right.
Ravi Bala is really going to ruin this city if he does this. Shout out Ravi Bala.
He sure is. He sure fucking is.
Actually, no, anti-shout out Ravi Bala. Shout out Jason Freeman. Hello, sir. I love you. I miss you. I hope that
Freddie Freeman?
I hope you're at the meeting on Monday.
Freddie got fingered?
I hope we get to hang out and talk to each other, and I hope that we can resolve politics and do good things together.
Bang.
Okay, I will jump in with our word of the day, which I found very amusing. The word is, it's a bit of a long definition, so bear with me. It's something we've all heard of, but I just like the definition. Skankle.
Ooh.
It's a noun.
Oh, I love this word. I love it so much already.
A
I don't even know what it is.
skank with cankles.
Okay.
Now, for those of you at home who don't
That's what
know,
I thought it was. Like, it's got to be something different than that.
for those of you at home who don't know what cankles are, they are legs that are so fat that there's no difference between the calf and the ankle. So the calf, ankle, cankle. A skankle can be a whore, hussy, or skank, but with a little more baggage. She might blame this extra weight on children she's had in the past years, but in reality, a skankle's overweightness is largely contributed to depression caused by a man or lack thereof. So really, her baby weight is nothing more than the heartbreak thus inflicted from being a skankle. A skankle can quite often be a cockblock or a cockblocker, but is most commonly just a plump version of a skank. And the second version definition I have for you is just...
Oh, okay.
I don't even understand the second part. This is what I want to dive into. Skankle. Combination of a skank and cankle. Someone who's a fat whore and has cankles.
Oh, somebody's mad at his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend.
Or someone who throws pieces of gum wrappers that look like cankles away. What? That confused me. What?
All right, Urban Dictionary, you can go and delete stuff, right?
No,
you can post whatever
I
you
like
want,
it
right?
because it's thought-provoking, but like...
What the fuck is he talking about? Now
who
that's boring.
throws pieces of gum wrappers that look like cankles away?
I have cankle issues. I guess I'm pretty skanky
But
sometimes.
how does a gum wrapper look like a cankle?
It doesn't make any fucking sense. It makes zero sense. Like, legit zero sense.
Like, I have a definition on Urban Dictionary. Like, literally anyone
How
can
would you
put one
use...
on there.
Well, I mean, I know how to use skankle in a sentence. That's really easy. Teresa over there is a real skankle.
The definition of the gum wrapper one doesn't even use the word. It just says, Nick, your mom's a whore. and then for the actual definition, it says Britney Spears is a skankle. Synonyms are fat whore, slutty, chubby, whale, hoe, blubber, and nugget.
Nugget. Click a nugget.
This was
really quickly.
No, it's not a clickable one.
Interesting.
But it's from 2010, so it's had some legs here.
Interesting.
Both of them are from 2010. I guess.
You know, I went to Wilton House last night.
Wilton House, huh?
Me and our
Shout
friend
out
Luke.
Jack.
Yeah, we went to go see Jack because Luke doesn't know when he's going to get to see him again. So they had a nice one. Well, we got some pizza from, guess where?
Basil's.
Impastos. Fuck you. And it was good.
Impastos has so much stuff on there. It's a meal slice.
Oh, yeah.
It's a
and
meal
they're
slice.
huge. So we got a pepperoni and a plain each, but they had some carb on carb slices that were fucking looked awesome.
Impastos had a carb on carb slice.
Oh yeah, no, they were. It was pasta on top of a slice.
How was good old Jack in Wilton House?
He's doing great. He was doing great. He literally he closed after we left, like right after we left, and then the Yankees hit a walk off.
What time were you there? Till like 10?
Yeah, I mean we've been drinking for a while, and then we ran into Simon, Bob, and Beth and Danielle. And quick shout out to Danielle. It's her birthday today.
Drips. Happy birthday, Drips.
Happy birthday.
Shout out White Mystery.
Shout out White Mystery. I actually gave her a invite. Sorry, I'm going on a tangent.
No.
An invite
That's what we're here
to. So there's this thing in New York where I can change the colors of spires on 3 different towers in New York.
You personally?
Yeah, it's called Spireworks, and you only get 5 invites. So I sent her an invite for her birthday. I noticed that I sent her fucking husband one a while ago, and he has not opened it, so I deleted that. So now there's a new invite, and he was asking for one. I was like, "You're never using it."
Simon.
Yeah, anti-shout out to the man with 3 first names. He's going by Philip these days.
He's going by Philip.
That's his middle name, so he's going by Philip.
That's his chef name. So
yeah, I mean, he just looked like a Philip yesterday, so it's like you're a Philip.
Wait, so what is this Spire thing? I'm not understanding.
Spireworks. So there's 3. There's like the Bank of America Tower, 2 other towers that I can't really think of.
What's the one that always changes colors? The famous one, the needle, the Empire State Building.
Yeah, no, I don't have control of that.
No, is
But
it
it's
in
like
that?
No.
In
You don't
that
have control of that.
theme?
Yeah, so it's just the spire. It's not the whole building.
Yeah, I
so
understand.
like you can change the colors and it'll go either.
How do you have access to this?
I knew a guy that gave me an invite.
So you didn't have to
It's
pay
invite.
for it.
It's invite only, and you only get 5 invites.
So there's like an underground Spire lighting network in New York City that I'm not a part of and you're
correct,
a part of.
Correct. And the craziest part of it is how many people definitely have it now because of the invites, because it just spreads. It spreads like a fucking STD wildfire.
You
like,
could now if say
so in the middle of the summer when you're sitting on a rooftop and you're trying to like impress a girl,
you could Spire light her.
yeah, but then you're in a battle with other people that are spiring.
That's
at the
my
same
next
time.
question.
Yeah.
So if I change it from red to blue
I can literally change it to red back to red.
immediately,
Yeah,
Spire Wars,
Spire works. Spire Wars. Yeah, it's pretty fun.
and you can there's no way to pay for these. They're invite only.
It's invite only, and then every time you click on something, so you have like 5 minutes on each tower, and then you have to wait another 10 minutes to get back onto that tower. That's how they like try to regulate it.
Who is the grand poobah of all Spire
I have no
works?
fucking idea. I have no idea.
I need to get involved in Spire Works.
Well, I mean, if you play your cards right and you eat some carbs, you might get an invite.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah, I know.
Shall we get into it?
I'm not technically ready, but here we'll bring
No,
it
it's
up.
fine.
Okay, no,
We can
I got
go back
it.
into
I got
Spire
it.
Works if you want.
No, we're going into Carb on Carb.
I came in way too hot in the intro now in hindsight.
Hashtag Carb on Carb. We got you this week, or last week, technically. We got you. With
Now let me say something. Now
cheesy gordita crunch. No, you can't go back
hold
on
on.
it. You admitted.
No,
you said yes.
No, but I understand. I'm not saying. I'm just shout out Bob. Bob gave me the out I was looking for. He said that if it's the same carb,
Bob.
it doesn't count, and I agree with Bob's logic. So I'm going to take back that.
So then you would eat a slice of pizza with tiny slices of pizza on top.
That's not the same.
It is the same fucking carb.
No, because there's things in between the carbs.
No.
Yes.
No. Your logic.
No, there's things in between the carbs.
Okay.
There's in between the carbs that you proposed to me. There's nothing. It's just a carb with this. It's the same carb next to it, so it's double down. It's like having 2 pieces of bread with a sandwich.
Okay.
So
No, you lost.
time out.
No timeouts.
In hindsight, I wish I had that argument.
Shut the fuck up.
I admitted it improperly, so that does not count as a carb on carb upon further review. So I'm still undefeated. Go ahead, try to get me next time.
All right, so we're going to a pizza place, of course. This is the easiest place to get carbs. It's called Simanja Pizza in Sayreville, New Jersey. They have a garlic knot crust pizza.
Now, this is not the first time I'm hearing about this. I believe
And this is what it looks like, and we'll put this picture out on Monday.
So one of you either tagged me on this on Instagram or Facebook, or had thrown it out there in one of our texts. I'm sure it was. I think it was either you or shout out Mike Porter or Bob. Shout out Bob.
Yeah.
This is the easiest one that you'll ever give me. So it's garlic knots. To give the depiction, it's garlic knots. It's just a garlic knot crust with pizza.
Correct.
I don't ever eat my crust with a bite of pizza. So this is an easy one for me, just an order of process. I never take a bite of my crust when there's any pizza left in the pizza.
So all right, that is not possible. So there is always like that little sliver of pizza when you get to the crust.
And no, I don't. I will wait until there's no more sauce and cheese left, and then I consider that left the crust. So in this situation, there's a definitive line between the pizza and the garlic knot. I would eat up until the garlic knot and stop, and then I dip the garlic knot in. In this case, usually I dip my.
Yeah, I mean that's the main issue here. Is the garlic knots are so huge in this situation.
Even if they weren't big, there's a clear differentiation. I don't eat my crust with my pizza. So it's very easy for me.
Well, hold on.
I eat it separately.
Pizza outside of the cheese and sauce is basically all crust because the bottom is a crust, especially with basils because it's all crusty.
I'm talking about the non-cheese and sauce.
Non-chos. N-A-A-N chos. Sorry.
I'm not Indian.
They're very, well, they were good at this place in Hoboken that is no longer here. Didn't survive. Well, I got to also give a shout out to Si Manja Pizza because their summary or quote here is... Crust the process. Crust the process.
I like that.
I like it a lot. I'm a big fan of it.
You know, the social media game of a lot of places really stepped up.
Oh, my God. Fucking great. It's great.
Like, even just NBA Twitter is wonderful. Like, teams going at each other.
Awesome.
You know, sometimes they, quote-unquote, take it over the line and have to be, like, PC and come back. But I never think they're over the line. I think they're hilarious.
PC principle.
There was that, what was that one time? The Rockets. Was it the Rockets and the Mavericks that were involved in, like, a Twitter war? And I think the Rockets like put a gun next to a horse's head, and and then they were like, "All right, that was too far." Like killing the Maverick. Like, no, that's funny. Yeah. Like you shot the Maverick, you killed it.
It's a little picture that you put online. It's not. We get it. You're not going to kill a fucking horse.
Correct. Yeah. We're going to ride a horse like adults and save the cowboy. But this was an easy carb on carb, Bones. I mean, that was a layup. And if I did eat my crust with my pizza like a normal person, maybe that's different. But as a matter of process, I differentiate the two.
I wanted to give you an easy one after losing last week.
I didn't lose last week.
You did lose.
The record still has me now. In hindsight, the record has been corrected, and the argument has been made that is right.
No, that is incorrect.
I'm telling you.
I mean, we're not going to get into this right now. You're fucking wrong. You're fucking out. I'm fucking in. Hashtag Kenny Powers.
Bones, we're going to introduce a new segment right now.
Oh, new segments that I don't fucking know about. Okay.
I just love hitting that button.
I know. Would you say you love hitting that button more or having sex with your girlfriend more?
I mean, I would rather have sex with my girlfriend.
If this button was involved, like right when you came, like
imagine every time you came, this happened. What would be like?
I would try. Yeah,
is there any noise or thing that could be said that every time you came, it had to happen that you wouldn't, that you would not have sex anymore? Like, is there any possible word, phrase, noise that is bound to you every time you come that would make you never come again?
Like that the woman would say when I came, or
no, like every time you're about to come.
Like something like that comes out. Like it's like a word.
That happens. But instead, like, think about the worst thing ever. Like, think about every time you're about to come, you just blurt out the N-word. Would you still be okay with that?
No, I think it would be...
Like, where's the line?
It would be something like, like, I went mugging last weekend. like something like that. Like, like something like, it's like, oh my God, my mom's here. Like, something weird like that.
That would make you never have sex again.
Yeah. If I said, or if anything family related... Like, I love my sister too much, like something like that, and then I would never have sex again.
I don't think there's literally anything in this world that could be said or a noise that would have to happen or come out of my mouth when I'm.
What if every time you came, you said, I dream about coming on my mother's titties every night. Like, that's the phrase that you said.
I wouldn't stop having sex as a result of that.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't be having sex as the result of that because you would have sex once with one person.
Well, I would find someone who I would be like, look, listen, I have this weird Tourette's.
No, I know who you need. Do you remember the girl from Quinnipiac that shit herself that was deaf?
Oh, my God. The one that got...
you need her. Because then you could say...
That's not nice. That's not nice, Bones. She was, I'm sure, a nice girl.
She blew up on social media when, like, YouTube was, like, starting to blow up.
It wasn't... Yeah, YouTube was, like, barely
not a thing. Yeah. And she blew up.
She was a nice girl.
She was a wonderfully nice girl.
She just happened to shit herself and get carried out on a stretcher What was the name of that pizza place next to Toad's?
Fuck, how do we not?
Courtside.
Courtside
something?
Pizza, yeah.
Is it Courtside?
I think it's Courtside.
Something.
Something like that. Yeah. And
We're BNN. We're not going to tell the truth ever.
Well, it's around that general area.
Someone
sat
correct
in it.
us, yeah.
And someone sat in that shit.
Correct.
That's how we knew she shit herself.
She literally got like thrown on a stretcher and wheeled out of the pizza place.
Yeah.
Because she shit herself.
Well, they were trying to ask her questions about what was wrong, and she couldn't
hear.
answer.
Is that wrong?
No,
it's funny.
No,
it's
it's
okay.
fine. Yeah,
it's funny.
All right, let's
so
move on.
so
What's the new segment?
Wait, so you think it's there's a line for you? I don't think there's a line for me.
Listen.
You can never have sex again. You can only masturbate.
No.
And you would have to masturbate in your room.
There is no line. There is no line, but I'm going to have headphones on. I'm going to have noise-canceling headphones so I can't hear myself say whatever that thing is.
Oh, no, that's not part of the deal.
Well, you didn't say that it wasn't part of the deal. It's now part of the fucking deal.
And how about this? You can't even masturbate unless you're home alone, because these walls aren't that thin. Like Madison would hear you be like, "I'm going to my mom's house," every time that you masturbate. So you walk out of your room, she's like, "Masturbate again, Jim?" And you'd be like, "No." You'd be like, "Okay, whatever you say, buddy."
Yeah. Well, I don't know about my masturbation schedule has gone down significantly.
Well, because we're 30.
Yeah, it's basically
life has been pathetic.
Sometimes if I wake up early in the morning, I'm like, ooh, it's a nice day today. I'm going to jerk off.
All right, well, hold on, hold this thought. Because all of the things we're talking about are actually going to flow into the topic I wanted to bring up.
Ooh, new topic.
The Coitus Corner.
Coitus Corner. Coitus Corner.
Hot Coitus Corner!
Hot Corner!
Corner Coitus Hot Corner!
Go ahead.
So we've been on this tangent of obviously the masturbating part, but I have a few things I wanted to bring up, and I thought we could easily corral them into one topic of the Coitus Corner. So first, we have to follow up on last week. Dick cleavage was the word of the week last week. And in a text message conversation you had with a few of our friends, shout out Charlie, shout out Madison, sack cleavage was thrown around.
Yeah,
Can you talk about that?
Madison's like, I prefer sack cleavage. So you'd prefer to see the sack? What they said is that a dick isn't really cleavage. Like there's no cleavage part of it.
Because she didn't understand the concept of the tip being the nipple.
Correct, but it's just one tit. I understand. If you had two dicks, it could technically be cleavage. I understand where she's coming from. So she's saying the sack would make more sense.
But who would you can't show part of the sack?
Correct. Well, no, you have to have it. Could be shaft on sack, and that's it.
Because there's no way of showing sack cleavage. If you think about it, because if it's cold out, your balls are the entirety of the sack.
Is this part of Coitus Corner?
Yeah, we're in the Coitus Corner.
We're in the Coitus Corner. Okay.
Welcome to the Coitus Corner. Strictly sexual topic.
Take a seat. Grab your favorite drink. Light a nice fire.
Welcome to the Coitus Corner. But
take your pants off.
You just can't show balls at all.
I want to come on my mom's tits.
Listen, I don't think you could show sack at all. I think this is just a terrible thing. And the technology doesn't exist because you always have a little bit of the shaft and before the tip when
always.
You will never have. There are situations where there is.
Have you ever seen a micro penis? I'll bring up a picture for you.
Well, I'm talking about most of the population.
That is just all.
Your balls literally retreat into your body, but your whole sack is filled with the ball at one point.
What are you talking about here?
Say it's 2 degrees outside. I'm saying for the sack cleavage, when it's hot out, you could show the top part of your sack. Okay, that's disgusting. I just thought I was looking at a belly button. When it's hot out, you could show the top part of your sack because there's a lot of skin between the top of the sack. I'm not looking at whatever you're putting on the phone.
Just micro penises. Okay, continue. I'm sorry. So when it's hot out,
so there's a lot of room between the top of your balls where they start and the top of the sack.
Oh yeah, your balls just fucking drop.
But when it's cold, there's no room. It's just it's a little cocoon and it's all ball and all sack. There's no cleavage available.
It depends on how much Adderall you take, because you can get that sack to stay at a certain level with a lot of Adderall.
Because your penis gets little.
Well, no, mine doesn't. I don't know.
I get very tiny penis.
I don't.
There's a lot of weird pictures out there.
I don't have that issue. No, I don't agree with what Madison said.
So sack cleavage, not a thing.
Not a thing. Dick cleavage, a thing. It's, there's words that mean one thing in one instance and another thing in another instance. When I'm talking about regular just cleavage, I mean tits. Definitely mean tits. I mean, we're talking about tits.
Yeah,
cleavage. When I'm talking about dick cleavage,
we're talking about
shaft.
tip and shaft.
Tip and shaft. Yeah.
No balls involved.
Yes.
So
All right, let's get off dick cleavage.
next part of the Coitus Corner. Let's talk about your Tinder life, bro.
Oh, it's just.
let's get
I
involved.
mean, it's not existent. I always find. I just find excuses. What are you looking at timing here? I find excuses to not go on dates. I was going to go on a date last night, but Tinder. It's interesting. Like I also have this belief that any woman over the age of 27 that's on a social dating app is absolutely batshit crazy. Which I mean,
I think it depends on which app they're on.
Well, yeah, Tinder. Well,
Yeah, if you're on Tinder, you're probably crazy.
Yeah.
Over 27.
yeah, probably.
Or
and
new-
like very
or new
and like
to the
attractive in the pictures. Like, what the fuck is going on right now?
What's wrong here?
Yeah. So
Were you a Coachella chick till you like a year ago and realized, oh shit, I got to get out of this?
So I broke my own rule and I scheduled a Friday date based on some good texts of like her saying like she likes Louise and Jerry's, like I was like a big fan of that. And first dates are never meant for weekends. There's too many things going on.
But when else are you going to do it?
Monday
during the
through Monday
week?
through
Like you go
Thursday.
on like
It's
a random
easy, 'cause
weekday?
the reason is it's like if they are that batshit crazy, it's an easy out saying like I really got to go. I have a meeting at 7:00 in the morning tomorrow.
I guess that
Like, it's
I was never
really
into the
fucking-
Tinder game, so
Me neither. I literally have never. I've used it, but more for fun.
Yeah.
And I would like Beth used it. She would just do it
Yeah.
for fun. She'd be like, "What about this one?" And I'd be like, "Well, all right, go ahead. Swipe. Do whatever the fuck you want. You can say whatever you want."
Why is there a picture of her feet in this one?
Oh man, the feet ones. Oh god, yeah. There's a lot of feet ones coming up these days.
You've sent a couple of screenshots. A lot of weird kink stuff.
And I
going on.
want to know how much money women are making from men paying them to send pictures of their feet. Because I want to send pictures of my feet. I'll send fucking
I've
pictures
heard
of my
it's
feet.
a pretty lucrative market.
What the fuck? Should we
Like,
just start putting our feet up there?
If you have good
Fuck.
feet, apparently you get like $100 a picture.
I think I'm going to do it.
Do we have not? I don't know. I don't think I have terrible feet. As Bones is showing me his feet. No, you don't. You have like gross man feet.
Well, yeah, but I mean, do you think that there's definitely a market
There's no.
for it?
Yeah, I guess there's gay guys that want to see your
Yeah,
gross
so
feet.
I'll start a.
I can
gay
guarantee
Tinder.
you, there's no woman in the world that wants to see our feet.
No, there's definitely one or two.
Okay, all right. No one that's gonna pay us.
Nobody's going to pay us. All right, well, I'll get my feet out there then. We'll test it out. We'll test the waters. I'm going to get
Are we
my
going to
feet out
become
there.
kink foot models?
Yeah, what if this is just like how we.
If we don't win the mayoral race of Hoboken in 2020, we're going to drop out to become kink foot models.
Yeah, I think that should be our running.
We're
We're running as kink foot models. So if we don't win,
going to
this-
clean up the dog shit in Hoboken and show you our feet. We'll let you walk around
I don't know. I think
shoeless through Hoboken.
Yeah. But going back into this, like I literally found it. Well, I forgot early in the week. I didn't forget, but early in the week, I'd scheduled to go grab drinks and happy hour with Luke, which never ends with me. I'm not going to go on a date after that. I'm going to be so drunk. Like,
Correct.
this is the first time I'm meeting you. And I tested it
You
by
show
saying,
them at your worst.
well, yeah, I tested it by thinking, I was like, maybe she went out with her friends for happy hour. Then it's okay because we're at a mutual
Equal
level. Yeah,
and if
we're-
she hangs out at Louis and Jerry's,
Yeah, she
she's
should be at
probably an
happy hour.
alcoholic like us.
Yeah, but she didn't, and she was waiting on me the entire time. So then I was like, well, this is tough.
So did you meet up with her?
No, I invited her to a 7-person dinner of for our friends.
All her friends.
All of our friends.
Who was at dinner?
Bob, Beth,
Couple.
Luke, me.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Simon
it would have been
Drips.
her. It would have been her, yeah.
She declined.
Well, she said, maybe if I had met you once, but I never met you before. I was like, it's a valid argument. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying I'm going to go eat food right now. Is that all right?
Honestly, that might be the best first date ever.
Yeah, you don't know.
You
don't
jump
fucking-
right in. You don't even have to talk to her that much.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, you know.
You do, but I mean, I'm saying.
Oh,
that
and Bob's there, so he's drunk Bob. He's gonna question the fuck out of him.
I think there's no better way to introduce someone than
I really agree.
you date me, you're dating these people.
Yeah.
That's the best thing in the world. I
Yeah,
think.
and the fact that she said no and she was sitting at home and waiting for me, I said no.
Bones,
I
I'm
was
going to
like,
propose to you that you do not go on a single Tinder date
unless it's in a group
unless it's in a group setting.
or feet
Here on
pics.
out.
or I send feet pics.
Unless they request feet pics.
I'm gonna have to go get a manicure or pedicure. I'm gonna go get a pedicure.
I got one in my life. It was the most painful experience.
Oh yeah, I'm not because my
They
toenails
hurt.
are gross. Oh man, I'm gonna go get one though.
I went with Joe Cardesi once. Shout out Val Cardesi. I went with Joe Cardesi once, and it's Cardesi? Cardesi.
I thought it was like the Kardashians.
I thought it was Cardesi.
I don't fucking know, man.
I've said Cardesi the whole time, and she's never corrected me. So maybe it's right, or she's just being polite.
Yeah, maybe she's being polite and then she's telling Joe I'm gonna fucking murder Chris one day.
Well, anyway.
Okay, continue.
Shout out Val. Anti-shout out Joe. I went with Joe one time.
He was supposed to hang out last night.
So he did hang out with other people.
Yeah, just not his real.
It was Jen's going away party. So let's actually talk about, this is a good topic.
Great.
I have a follow-up in Coitus Corner, but
Okay, wait, let's go back into Coitus Corner.
we'll circle back to the
Okay.
thing I had about Jen.
Okay, great.
The last
So
Coitus
excited.
Corner thing, it's more of a thing. Like, when does it become a bukkake? Like, you go from one-on-one is sex, right?
A bukkake, I would imagine, is more than one.
Like, what's
load.
the number of people that it becomes a
more than
bukkake?
one load? If you have two loads,
But if you're all right, so here's the thing.
I mean, that's
You have sex with one person and they come on your face. That's just someone coming on your face.
correct.
What if you're in a threesome?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, a threesome is the sexual act. It's when if everybody's coming on you, if it's more than one person coming on you, it's a bukkake.
See, I don't think that. I think bukkake is just
What, you need
they
12?
line up and just do it. There's not really anything on your end that you're doing.
Okay. I don't know if I agree with you there.
So I guess you think it's a bukkake as soon as the second person is involved.
As soon as there's a second load of cum hitting the face or hitting any part of her body, really.
What if it's segmented? What if you're in
Yeah, no, it has to be timed correctly.
Like,
It has to be
no, but what
one,
if-
two,
what if
three,
you're in a
1, 2,
three-way?
3. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see that this is the questions I'm getting into. You're in a three-way and the one guy finishes, 20 minutes later the next one comes. That's not a bukkake.
I mean, that's more realistic.
Well, that's not a bukkake. Right?
No, that is not a bukkake. That's just
So when does it become
that's
a
train.
bukkake?
That's the start of a train.
But what if you have a third guy?
Well, that's the caboose, I guess. I mean, the train is like it's coming at
How
different
many?
times.
The question is, how many guys is it going to
Two.
take?
So listen,
before
if one guy's having sex
Yeah.
and you're sitting in the corner just masturbating the whole time,
Then
and
that's
when
bukkake.
when that guy's ready to come, you get up, you're like, I'm ready too, and then you come up, you both come in her face.
that's a bukkake.
That's a bukkake.
But if you're engaged with both of them, it's not a bukkake.
No, that's not it. It just has
Yeah.
to. It's
How can you just describe the situation as someone's in the corner not involved and then they
no,
jump in?
no. They can be involved. It's just the timing. I think bukkake is all about timing. That's really what.
My rule
it's,
that
bukkake and cooking are very similar. It's about.
I'm ready for this one.
It's all cooking is all about timing and spices.
Okay.
Yeah. So cum is like the spices. Yeah. So it's all about putting.
Bukkake is like cooking. It's about timing and spices.
in the,
That's going to be an inspirational quote for years to come. Oh my
at
lord!
least for the porn stars, they're contemplating not doing bukkake, and they're like, "Oh, you're right. It's like cooking."
I don't even want to talk about this anymore after that.
I know. Oh boy, wait a minute. Live tweet on Monday. Hoboken will launch its scooter share program.
No.
Scooters from two companies, Lime Bike and Ojo, will be available for rent.
I've never heard of either one of those.
Lime
Oh,
is
lime.
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 Yeah,
I've heard
yeah,
of
yeah.
lime. I thought you said
Yeah.
line bike.
Lime Bike. Uju scooters. I think it's OJO.
Ojo.
Ojo. I like Uju.
Sounds like a Dragon Ball Z character's name.
Utilize docks through the @Jersey bike stations. For more info, complain on Monday at the open forum.
We're going to be there on Monday at the open forum.
No, just for more info,
I
visit
know.
this, but we're going to be there. All right, go. Let's. Okay.
All right, I think we're done with the Coitus Corner. I'm done with that. So
Was that because bukkake got too far?
bukkake went too far.
Yeah. Coming on your mom's tits wasn't too far, but bukkake was far. Yeah.
All right, now a natural progression question here. Last night there was a going away party, I believe, for Jen with two N's, who is up and leaving her entire life in Hoboken to go to some Asian country to just go teach abroad. Isn't that a crazy move?
No, I don't know.
You think it's a normal move? Would you do it? That's the here. Let's go into this.
No.
Would you do that?
No. First off, she's going to Southeast Asia. I sweat when it's 15 degrees outside. I wouldn't, there's not enough water in the world to support the amount of water I'd be losing. I'd be dead within like 2 weeks.
Like, I respect the move. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not saying I wouldn't do it. I
Sometimes you
respect
need a little
it.
change up. She'll be back. Like I feel like our
No,
friend
it's a
Mike
good
Ward did that. He
curveball.
went and did like a little week-long trip where he like got out of social media and was like, I'm not using this shit anymore. Like I'm going to take a break. And it like made him a different person, made him a better person.
See, the thing I have
don't know,
qualms
it's just-
about is
Kwame Browns.
I don't like you don't speak the language there. That's the thing I have. Like if you don't speak the language of where you're going, I think that's the weird part. How are you going to like communicate and get around?
Hey Siri.
You're going to type everything into your phone everywhere
you're
you
gonna
go.
Say, hey Siri, have you watched Wine Country?
Wine
on
country.
Netflix, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey.
I have not.
It's hysterical. I forget what her name is from SNL. She used to do the Sweaty Balls skit.
Maya Rudolph?
No.
Anna Gasteyer?
Yeah, she's like the
white chick.
Yeah, I mean,
That's Anna
just
Gasteyer.
watch that movie. It's great. But the whole movie, she's like talking into her phone, like, end sentence, number 2, call the doctor tomorrow. And like literally sending texts like that walking through the movie. And it's hysterical. But that's how you would do it.
So you would go to another country without knowing the language, the customs, anything. You would just go there.
Well, I mean, I do some research.
But you don't know the language.
I mean,
not everyone,
most likely
most people
speak
speak English, but not everyone does.
Correct. But if she's teaching English as a second language, where she is going and the people, she's going to be around a lot of English-speaking people.
Correct.
She's going to be living with English-speaking people. She's going to be like, I dated a girl that did this in South Korea. Mm-hmm. She turned out to be a huge guns. Shout out, though.
Anti-shout out.
Yeah. And I mean, it's just like you just learn the language as you go along because you're learning with a group of people. And eventually you have to learn how to speak it. I was in Italy for like a week, and I fucking started like picking up Italian because it was just like you had to.
Yeah,
you have to start. You had like.
Look, I get the move.
I know they speak English, but they're like, "Fuck you! You speak our language."
I get it. Like it's a good thing. Like Timmy did that. Timmy, a really good job. Shout out Timmy, and I respected him for doing it. Like it's a cool thing to do. But I just don't think I don't. Maybe it's just because I'm not that type of person. Like I don't like leaving. No. I don't like leaving New Jersey. Like I get annoyed that I have to go to work in Queens every day.
Well, I mean that's a fucking ridiculous commute. But no, yeah, I mean I wouldn't do it.
So where's
it's monetarily not something I would want to do.
So this is leaving.
It does not progress my career or my life in any way that I would see myself going. That's the way I would look at it.
So that leads me
at 30 years old.
That leads me to the next question. What is is there a place that you would not go to advance your career? Like, is there a country that they were like, listen,
North Korea.
So they were like, look, you have to go here for 2 years. You have to work there. You can't leave. You can't come home ever. When you come back, your salary is going to bump by only 100%. Let's call it 50%.
I wouldn't do it. I mean, for
okay.
2 years, no, because it has to be 50% per year. It's going up. I need way more than that.
No. You're going to make the same amount of money you make now in this country for 2 years, but when you come home, you're guaranteed to double your salary for the next 10 years.
All right, so where I wouldn't go, I mean, I'm trying to think of a good...
North Korea.
North Korea is an easy one.
Afghanistan,
Iran, Syria. Syria is a good one.
Most Middle Eastern countries.
India. Actually, you know what?
You can go to India.
All of
India.
India.
You can't go to Pakistan.
No, I'd rather go to Pakistan than India, which is crazy.
No, you don't.
I know.
No, you don't.
You don't know that.
Okay. Your hate of Indians is...
I don't hate Indians. I don't. Their women are... They have some very beautiful women.
All right, so let's move over to the South America. Is there any South American country you wouldn't go to? Because there's some fucking
really bad
countries.
Is Venezuela in a civil war right now?
Yeah.
So we won't go there.
Well, they're not a civil war. They're just complete unrest.
Probably won't go there. That's about it there, right? Colombia, maybe? Colombia's fine now. What else is up? What else is there?
Africa? Is there any country in Africa besides South Africa that you would go to?
Yeah, technically. Isn't Turkey technically in Africa? Yes, it is.
Turkey's in the Middle East.
No, but it's in two different continents. It's in three, isn't it? In Europe?
No, Africa is not connected.
I mean, I could go to
else.
Egypt.
Egypt is in Africa.
And the Middle East.
No.
Yes.
How
yes,
much
it
you want
is.
to bet?
$10 right now.
Deal.
Yeah.
It's part of the continent of Africa.
And it's also part of the Middle East.
You're thinking of Asia and Europe. They have mixed continent.
Turkey is part of Europe
and Asia.
And
not
Asia.
Africa. There's no African.
Yeah.
Africa is its own landmass. It's not connected to anything else. Asia and Europe share a landmass. That's why you're thinking that. Africa is by itself. This is great podcasting. Bones is going to look it up right now as I prove him.
And I'm going to get the.
Here comes the BN. For anyone who.
It's in both Egypt, Africa, and Asia.
How?
Africa and Asia.
How?
Pay that man his money.
Show me. It's part of Africa.
And Asia.
How?
Look.
It's part of the mainland Africa, isn't it?
Yes, but it is also part of Asia. Look. It's located in North Africa, and part of it is in West Asia.
Is it like an island territory that they own? Is that what it is?
There you go. Look at the little circle, motherfucker.
Wait.
Motherfucker.
Wait, so Saudi Arabia... Oh, no, yeah, that's fine. It's because all right, that doesn't count.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You said it was only in Africa.
That part of Egypt doesn't count. It's probably
it
something that
fucking
they
does
took
count.
over.
No, it fucking counts. You owe me $10. You get me my first drink.
For those of you at home, by the way, BNN refers to the Bones News Network. So
Yep.
anytime anyone says anything like partially true, we throw out the BNN out there.
And I was completely right there. You BNN'd it there.
That's not.
All right, what are we even talking about? What segment are we on? Are we just rambling?
I think we're done. We are. Yeah, we could go into
double shot. Oh yeah, let's do some double shot. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We had an episode of Double Shot on Thursday night. What are your initial thoughts?
Angelina's had a lot of work done. Did she like quadruple the size of her tits and ass?
So this is what I wrote down. Angelina shows up! Exclamation. Honestly, doesn't look terrible. But then later on the episode, I went, except for her fake teeth, they are really bad.
Yeah, her fucking
her
mouth
teeth
and
were like
everything.
falling out of her mouth. Like she's not that. She's not that old.
Well, no, because she's getting lip.
She's got lip injections.
She got lip injections, and that's
like
what
fake
happens.
teeth.
Eventually, they just like start moving. Your lips move in directions you can't like.
And those aren't her real teeth.
Maybe, I don't know.
Her teeth
I
were
didn't
like
notice her
they
teeth
looked
at all.
capped. Maybe it was because they looked like she was drooling the whole episode.
Drooling over Vinny. She just wanted Vinny. She was like hitting on Vinny the whole time.
Yeah.
She was like, you know.
Well, she's been engaged and married like 45 times.
Yeah, and she's an EMT. That's shocking.
Imagine her like rolling up and like
Like you
trying
just
to
had a
save her
heart
life.
attack, and you're like, no, no,
Not you.
not you. Anybody but fucking you.
I had this written down. This is the only reality TV show that I know of, that I watch at least, that they're allowed to have their phones and they're actually encouraged to use them.
They're texting each other the whole time, and they're like,
this is the only one that does it. It's a genius idea.
That's so backhanded too, because like you could just text other girls.
Like
and
in
be
the episode, like one of the girls was like, yeah, Vinny just texted me. Like, that's awesome. This is great. This is what we need. We need this. The producers don't need to do shit. All you need to do is be like, yo, Vinny, just text one of these girls right now.
Yeah.
And instantly it's like,
Yep. And they all start fighting. It's really
awesome.
great. Yeah.
It's a great concept.
Yeah. Nikki's crazy. Still fucking crazy. Like she is just acting like she is an actress and she's fucking crazy.
Nikki doesn't drink. Did we know that?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
I don't remember that.
I remember at episode 1, she came in and she's like, oh, I don't drink.
Then Mish jumped in and was like, oh, it's her personal belief. And then Angelina just
Ripped
threw
Mish apart.
down the fire on Mish.
Yeah. She fucking came in like Fat Thor, and just.
Mish had a bad episode from like but I thought she's a nice chick, but like she got killed by Angelina and then voted off.
Yeah. Here's my issue.
She had a very bad episode, but she's not a bad person.
I don't know if why Nikki isn't gone yet. Everybody that's cried, like,
He's still there.
No.
Minus Mish. Minus Mish.
Everyone that's cried is gone.
Except for Nikki. Nikki cries all the time.
That's what I mean.
Oh.
Yeah. So like all the criers are like they can't handle it and they leave. And Mish did like she was not. They threw Misha into the fire. Like their producers were like, this girl knows nothing about these guys.
She's younger than everyone else too.
She doesn't know anything about the guys.
She just
she's
seems
not
like a
that
nice
type of
person.
girl. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a nice person. She's not the type of girl. And I think they kicked her off to be nice to her at this point.
Yeah. Vinny even said he's like, she's not going to be able to handle like being around me.
Yeah.
Misha's a girl you want to date like
what does
real
Vinny
life.
do? What does Vinny do? Other than being the
he's
keto
a
Guido.
personality.
I know he's got his like Chippendales.
I just think he's like
stripping
a
thing.
personality. Like he does podcasts and he runs around as appearances. He has this show. He does a sneaker thing.
But what Nikki, all the other girls were correct. Nikki can't handle it either because she loses her mind when any other girl talks to
She's
Pauly.
fucking insane.
And he is a fucking famous DJ that gets hit on by women every single night of his life. Every single night. Constantly.
All right, so
She is a stage 5 psycho clinger.
Crazy.
That like the second, if he does end up picking her in the long run, she is going to try to ruin his life.
Oh, 100%. Angelina even said,
gonna-
she's like, this girl is crazy, but like hot crazy. Like, no, there's no amount of crazy like that I would want involved in my life.
Correct.
So one more thing I'd written down. Susie's a nurse. So
Right. I
Angelina's
actually-
an EMT and Susie's a nurse.
I'm going to say Susie had a great episode. It was a great.
Susie-
I love Susie.
Susie went up a lot in our power rankings. She did not crack the ECBC, but she went up in the...
She's West Coast, so
I
she
know.
can't be ECBC.
Yeah, but I'm saying she didn't crack any of those girls.
Oh no.
But Susie had a good episode. She stood up to Nikki, talked shit to her. She's a nurse, so she actually apparently has a brain, even though she sounds like she's stupid.
I mean, you know the girl. I'm constantly the after midnight person. The single digits is what I call her. What I used to call her, and she's very smart. Very smart.
Yeah.
Very very smart.
Well, they led off the episode. They did something on a challenge where they like ran around the house and tried to find things. Shout out Darren. She was with Nikki. We're sorry. Sorry to hear that. They were paired together. And the people who won, Nikki. Oh no, Darren wasn't with Nikki. Brittany was with Nikki.
Yeah, Brittany was with Nikki.
Who was Darren?
Darren was with Susie.
Oh, Susie. She was with
Susie's.
Susie.
Yeah, she is.
That's what I.
She's the most. She became the most.
That's the
similar
person
to
I wouldn't want
ECBC.
on there.
She's the most similar to ECBC crew now.
But I wouldn't. If I'm Darren, like I wouldn't want Nikki.
Holly's not ECBC. She is from the East Coast.
Yeah,
but she's
nice,
like
but
she's a mom. She is just a fucking creepy mom. Is really what she is.
without the kid.
Without the kid, like Brittany.
Well, Brittany and Nikki won in like record time. Apparently, they went on a date with Maria.
Well, it's because Brittany just picked up Nikki and ran up the stairs because she is like double her height and size.
So B-Lashes, I had this written down. B-Lashes threw some shade at Angelina. About Angelina referring to Vinny. Goes, if you were wasted, maybe it was okay to hook up with her.
Yeah, you're like, oh, you stuck with her? It's like not okay unless you're wasted. Yeah, then I could see it.
So shout out B-Lashes.
She's great.
Very
Have
good
you?
comment.
Oh my god, her social media even better before the show.
Yeah,
she dropped the whole. This is going to be a shit show.
Oh yes,
and
yes,
she's
yes.
literally driving or like taking pictures outside of a fucking like poop truck, like
Yeah,
the
I
truck
saw
that
that.
like picks up poop from like what are they called? The poop holes in the ground. What are they? When you don't have a
Yeah, I know,
a normal
septic tank.
Septic tanks. Yeah.
So Maria is slowly becoming my new favorite. She talks a whole bunch of shit in her one. What are those called? The asides, the one-on-ones. They call them ITMs or something.
Monologues.
You know when they like interview you one-on-one, there's like a name for that.
Monologue. It's like your inner monologue.
So she talks a lot of shit on camera, and she seems like a tough chick. Like I enjoy her as like the narrator, shit talker on the side.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, she's from North Bergen.
She's the North Bergen girl, I
dude,
believe.
she's
We
been
understand.
through some shit. She's been through some shit. Yeah, I know she's got some. Like she's looking at Nikki like you are such a fucking little prissy bitch. I could beat the shit out of you right now.
And we are a pro Darren podcast. Shout out Darren.
Shout out.
She said the
Darren
losers
Page.
who I've dated have all cheated on me. Fuck all those
Fuck
guys.
those guys. Fuck
Anti
those
shout
guys.
out for everyone that has cheated on Darren. Big
Fuck
anti
you.
shout out.
Fuck you guys.
We are a pro Darren pod.
Pro Darren podcast. What fucking pieces of shit.
Losers.
Yeah. Who
Those
cheats?
North
Those
Jersey
fucking-
scumbags.
Just do what I do. Just if you really think I got to cheat, just ruin it for the next 3 months. Don't cheat.
That's
But,
your that's your Irish guilt.
Yeah, just go and drink
Yeah.
until you black out, and then
And
she
suppress
hates
all
you.
of your rage and anger.
Yes,
Yeah.
and she hates you.
You
and then
couldn't be more stereotypically Irish.
And
than
then
her.
she feels better about herself when she's breaking up with you.
'Cause you're a piece of shit.
Because you're a piece of shit. Not for cheating, just because you're like you're going down a drug and alcohol and
Cheating's the
binges.
easy way out.
Cheating's
It's always
the easy way out. I take the hard way out. I take it out on myself. I take the body.
Now, Nikki had blamed her shitty relationship with all the girls in the house because her and Paulie had a strong early connection, making it awkward for everyone else. She's just crazy, this chick.
She's fucking
Cried
so
again.
crazy. But then, I mean, Angelina said when they were walking out, she goes, "You crazy girls are just fucking
drawn to 'em."
drawn to you, and you are drawn to crazy
Yeah.
girls." Like,
As she was saying all that, the entire ECBC crew was just like giving the dirtiest looks and like sneers at her. It was great. It was
Marissa had a
wonderful.
great episode too.
Marissa had a very good episode also.
She's
I think Susie was definitely the MVP of this episode.
well, Susie, because her friend got kicked off last episode, she's also pissed.
Yeah, she's fueled with rage and anger.
Yeah. What was her friend's name? It wasn't Zuzili.
No, it was just the girl that like went there to be her lesbian friend.
Yeah.
So they went on a 3-on-1 date. Vinny ended up cooking breakfast for everyone with the girls, and Paulie just kept screaming out, "Garçon! Garçon!"
Yeah, it was great.
That's Spanish for waiter, just so you know, in case you didn't know.
Is it Spanish or French?
Oh. Oh no, Spanish is camarero.
Yeah, so I think it's French.
Camarero! Shout out Miss McLaughlin. She taught me that.
Miss McLaughlin, huh?
Miss McLaughlin.
Interesting.
She was the officiant of my cousin's wedding with Danielle. Shout out Sarians. She was my Spanish teacher. Wonderful woman. We love her. We love her husband. Nice guy.
I cheated my way through Spanish. In high
I
school.
don't know a lot of Spanish, but
And then I intentionally bombed the Quinnipiac entrance test.
to get an A in the
No,
lower
to
class.
go into Spanish 1.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I could just redo everything that I didn't really do.
So my overall impressions of the episode, I thought it was a decent. I didn't think it was a great episode. There wasn't a lot of in episodes past. We had a lot of funny one-liners and quotes. We didn't really have much of that this
Well,
episode.
B-Lashes.
But we didn't have there were a lot of, last time we talked about Double Shot, I had like 13 quotes written down from all the girls. I had a couple. So not a lot of great ones.
Well, because it was just Nikki fucking talking the whole time.
But yeah,
and then everyone being angry at her because it's like...
If Susie didn't throw any good like retorts or comebacks, she kind of just like talked shit. Like I wanted some wittiness, you know?
You can tell Vinny wants Nikki gone, like 1,000%.
Yeah.
And because like he literally asked Angelina, she's like, she's crazy, right? Like she's crazy like you. And she's
insane.
Pointed at her. She's like, yeah, but she's a hot crazy.
Yeah.
I'm like, that doesn't make it better. Like just because you're hot and crazy, like so if she was fat and crazy, she'd be like, yeah, kick her out. But she also, did you notice she said, Mish, why don't you, like, she kicked Mish off, and then they kicked Mish off. Like,
Yeah.
Mish went up and cried in a corner, and then they were like, all right, we're kicking you off. So, like, Angelina did actually pick the person they were kicking off.
But I understand the logic. She wouldn't be able to handle all this shit. But at the same time, Nikki definitely can't handle all this shit.
Definitely not.
So, like, they're at either
She's
end
like
of the
bringing a
spectrum,
knife.
like,
She's bringing a knife and stabbing some people type of.
She's going to run away and cry because she's upset. And Nikki's just going to go fucking buck wild on everyone.
Nikki did just drop some hot Jamaican there, though, which I know.
Oh,
Pauly D was just like, fuck.
Is she speaking their language?
Yeah.
So that's why this leads me to the conclusion. The logical person to win this show is right in the middle. Pro Darren Podcast.
Pro Darren.
You're right in the middle.
Yeah.
You're right in the middle. Marissa, B Lashes.
Yeah.
And Darren right in the middle.
Marissa's short enough that maybe Vinny will pick B Lashes and Marissa in the long run.
The only thing, I had a couple more things. Next week, I don't like coming attractions. I never watch them, but I actually accidentally watched them because I thought it was part of the episode.
Well, because you never know. You really never know in this.
Elle hooks up with both of them.
So do you know what? Yeah, hold it. Throw this out
I
there.
heard about this before the show started. They were on a podcast, Vinny and Pauly, and they were getting interviewed, and they were like, well, do you hook up with the same girl? Like, you interested? And they were like, they kind of laughed, and were like, well, you just have to wait and see. Like, they foreshadowed this.
And do you think they're just making out, or like then they cut the cameras and they go bang? I feel like there's a lot of banging going on. We're not seeing it.
There might be, and the only reason I'm saying this, they have their cell phones. They're texting these girls.
Yeah.
It's not like The Bachelor or Bachelorette where you're in like a different hotel or whatever, and you have no way of communicating with them except through the producer. Here, like Vinny and Pauly can just shoot them like a text, like you up, and they know where they are.
They're literally in the room next to him, like with 6 other girls. And then Vinny or Pauly's like, all right, can you go fucking go downstairs and take a shit?
I don't think yet they've banged because it would have come out already.
Like, because these girls are too crazy.
And also, spoiler for next week, they leave the house. Finally, they leave the house.
When did they leave the house? Oh, okay. All right, so they leave the house.
They were at a roller party or something.
Yeah,
next
but
week.
they've already left the house. They went to the boardwalk.
All right, but okay.
Oh wait, so the L thing where she's
let's go back to
making
L.
out. So she said when they had dirty laundry, the dirty laundry
Yeah.
episode, when they had the T-shirts, you had to put it on. She dated 13 different guys or something, or like 6 or 7 different guys
Simultaneously.
at the same time. Which
That's a power move.
that is impressive. You could run companies if you can fucking do that. If you can keep them all separate.
She does work on a senator's staff as a campaign.
Yeah, she actually that is like
She knows
great
how to
for
juggle.
She knows how to fucking. That is fucking impressive. I was hooking up with like 2 girls at the same time, and it was just stressful. It was I was stressed out to the point where I'm like, fuck, and they like.
It's a job. It's a chore.
It's a chore in your own mind is really what it is. Like you have to focus on like who am I texting, where am I meeting them, what time am I getting there.
It's also like virtually impossible today because of social media.
Oh,
You used to be able to like have a family,
yeah.
2 towns over, and then you would never interact with them.
Correct.
Now, like you could be on the other side of the world, and you have no way of of hiding that.
Oh no, yeah. You get one picture from one of the girls
And
you're
you're
dating, and it's just there. It is. That's how. But it works differently for girls because guys aren't going to be posting pictures. I can't imagine they were all like they would be crazy. I'd like to know more about that. If they were all like 1-year relationships, they all started around the same time, and then she'd be dating them all for a year. How the fuck do you do that?
I have
I
no
imagine
idea.
they're like a month or 2 months in. Can't be that long. All right. I thought it was a good episode. I'm excited for the rest of the season.
But the only other thing I have to say, only one elimination again. The
Look, 'cause
show is
people
going to go
walked
on. Who walked off?
No, because so many people have walked off so far.
Yeah, but during those episodes, they only eliminated the amount of people they're supposed to. They said we would have had to get rid of 2, but 1 person left, so we only got rid of 1.
So maybe that's a precursor to somebody walking off next episode.
But every episode, they've only gotten rid of 1 person. How many episodes are there going to be?
There's only 10 left.
Yeah, that means that there's at least 8 more episodes.
That's
There's already
great,
been
yeah.
I'm not like
That's only 14.
I just feel like that there's
do
a
the math
lot
right,
of
yeah.
there's a
Whatever.
lot going on there.
We have a call.
Drink milk from a tits.
Collins.
So next up, we're going to have a little hypothetical. Ooh, the phone is ringing as we speak.
Nice little call-in.
Hello and welcome to the Boken Boys Podcast. Is this Big Mike on the phone?
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, it is. Pleasure to be on.
One of the founding members of 10-9, the worst/greatest band of all time, and the future writer of our outro/intro music.
Theoretically.
What's up, Big Mike?
Not much, my man. You actually just caught me right after a Chipotle lunch. So
I was going to say a wink session.
Nice. You're our second caller back-to-back that was doing some poop.
It's got to be done sometimes. But yeah, no, not much, man. I've been working on a little jingle for you guys.
Little
Got
ditty.
something cooking up.
Diddly.
So we got sometime in the next couple weeks we'll have something.
Cool.
Excited for you guys to hear it.
We can't wait. So what do you got for us today, Mike?
All right, I've got a would you rather. No, actually, let me scratch. It's not a would you rather. Really. Hypothetical situation here.
Okay.
So you have to have sex with one of the following two individuals. You have to do it missionary, and you have to be looking at them in the eyes. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So one of the options is Danny DeVito's head on peak Kate Upton body.
Okay.
Okay? And the other one is peak Kate Upton face on Danny DeVito's body.
That's a
So
wonderful
which one are you
one.
going to choose?
All right. Thank you very much, Big Mike. We're going to discuss that now.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Oh, my God.
All right. So we have Danny DeVito on Kate Upton's
Danny
body.
DeVito's head on Kate Upton's body.
Or Kate Upton on Danny DeVito's body. This has long been one of the running tropes within
do you
the
have to
group.
stare him in the eyes?
There's an easy answer to this one. It's just you don't want to say it.
It's Danny DeVito's head
On Kate Upton's body.
because you're not fucking Danny DeVito.
We had a running question in the group. Our friend Baker, we used to say, would you rather bang Kate Upton's face on Baker's body, or would you rather do Baker's face on Kate Upton's body? And Baker used to always respond, I'd fuck my pussy. So I got to say the easy answer is you have to have sex with.
Well, yeah, because you're having sex, but you're staring at Danny DeVito, talking about his boiled jeans.
So now the easy way around this, if you don't know, you could do doggy with Kate Upton's body on.
No. The stipulation is you have to stare them in the eyes while you're having sex. So Danny DeVito's dick is there.
Is there a way that
Tape it.
Is there a way that you can do doggy with DeVito's body while staring at Kate Upton?
No.
her
Her
face.
head is
Because
his
I just
head.
want to get the penis out of it.
Well, yeah, no, the penis is there.
If you're like,
Well, we don't know how big is Danny DeVito's penis.
it doesn't matter.
Well, no, I mean that's a good
It
question.
will literally be like slapping against your
if
stomach.
you saw that oversized clit that I showed you,
You mean the micro penis?
micro penis, yeah. So if he had a micro penis, which I'm sure he doesn't, he's probably got a fucking hammer because he's 5'0" or shorter than that. And
Shout
is
out
very
Peter
famous.
Dinklage.
Yeah, shout out good old Pete's definitely got a big hammer.
I feel like this is one of the easier. You got to just bang Danny DeVito's face with Kate Upton's body.
Does he talk to you the whole time though?
It's not gay, right?
It's a little gay.
It's not gay if
a little bit
if
gay.
they have
It's a man's face.
It's not like it's a
bald man,
reconstructed
half-bald man.
trans vagina. It's a real vagina.
What if it's Danny DeVito from Always Sunny when he dresses up like the art? He has the white,
what was that guy's name? Art Vandelay or something like that?
That's Seinfeld. Come on, but he dresses up like that. So it's that head. So he almost looks female in that picture. I mean, it is the easy answer is that you have to stare Danny DeVito in the eyes.
Wait, so
But for you, this should be easy because you said there's no word or phrase that you would ever say to make you stop having sex. So you're just having sex.
Ongo Gaglobian.
Yeah.
Gablogian. Ongo Gablogian.
Yeah, that's great.
I think either way it's gay if you think about it. Because you're having sex
both ways.
staring at a guy, or you're having sex with a guy staring at a girl. Either way, you're gay.
Yeah, it's gay.
And you have to come, so either way, you're gay.
Oh, was that part of it? You have to come?
You have to come, you're having sex, yeah.
I mean, you don't have to come. I've sex plenty of times.
And you're going to yell out, come to my mom tits! Afterwards.
Me and my cousin touch wieners.
So, but the gayer one would, Wait, so now is the gayer
Gayer
one?
one is definitely you're fucking the dude's body.
But if you're staring at the girl,
Yeah, but she has a dick, so it's.
but you're staring at a guy. How do you even? I couldn't get hard staring at a guy's face.
A transsexual pre-op. Would you have sex with her?
A transsexual no, they have a penis. That's
So
a
that's
guy.
what you're having sex with.
But I'm saying you're staring at Danny DeVito.
No.
Oh, you're staring at Kate Upton's
when
face.
You're staring at Kate Upton's face with a dick. That's really.
Yeah, but the alternative is like literally just like making eyes with a guy while you're having sex. I don't think I could.
I'd only do it if you told
I-
me jokes the whole time.
Mentally, I don't think I could get hard doing it.
I think you could.
I don't think I could. I don't think I could stare into a man's eyes and get hard.
Didn't you like trannies?
I like she-male on female. There's a big difference.
Yeah. Okay.
Big difference. There's only one cock there, and just like regular porn. It's just like
it's just
regular
a guy
porn.
with tits is really what you like. You like a guy with tits to be
In the
fucking a girl.
background. Why can't I see boobs? I'm not thinking about them.
You like a titted guy. I get it. I mean, like to each their own. To each their own. So
Still a girl involved.
yeah. I mean, the whole.
All right, I'm doing the less gay one.
Can I tape up Danny DeVito's dick?
No, it's going to be slapping against you.
Wait a
He's
minute.
hard the whole time, and
He's
it's
hard the whole
slapping against your stomach while you bang him because it's missionary.
I've got to stare into his eyes while I fuck Kate Upton's body.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about? How about this one?
I would have to like tape
How about
my
this one?
penis to chopsticks.
Madison
probably
Beer's
to get-
face
Okay.
on Danny DeVito's body. She has a wonderful face.
Madison Beer. Shout out Madison Beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just to stare at it. That's the only way you ever get to have sex with her is if she has Danny DeVito's
I
body.
still
and her face
can't
is there.
have sex with a penis.
It's the only way.
I just can't do it. Mentally, I know that.
Who's your number one famous person ever?
Here's the
Who's your
trump-
number one famous actress?
It doesn't
ever
matter.
that you would do anything
Here's the
to fuck?
trump card. Here's the trump card. I could mentally eventually get over the fact that I banged a woman that looked like a guy. I could never mentally get away from the fact.
No, she doesn't look like a guy. She just has his head.
Yeah, I'm looking at that guy. I could never mentally.
He's the face. She's the
I could never
faceless man.
mentally get away from the fact that like you physically had sex with a man.
Oh yeah, no.
You can't. It's
because
like,
you're banging a dude.
yeah, like you can't get away from that.
No, you can't. It's like banging what's his name, Bruce Jenner.
Yeah.
I'm not
You
going to
just
call
can't.
him
You can't
Chris
get away
or
from
whatever
that.
his fucking name is. Christine.
All right, I think
Caitlin.
that was a good one.
Yeah, that was really good. Shout out, Mike.
Thank you, Big Mike.
Shout out,
We
Mike. That was
appreciate you
fucking
helping us
fantastic.
out there.
That was real good. Can I get a whammy? Wow, that's
Quick hitters. Quick hitters.
Oh, I get it. Okay, quick hitter.
We don't have to talk about this one. We have 4 quick hitters for you. The first one, I just want to say the headline, and I don't even want to talk about it because I have no idea what the fuck it means.
Okay.
Proposed fur ban in New York pits animal rights advocates against black ministers. Is that not like a fuck? What was that game that you would play? You throw the words in.
Oh, Mad Lib?
Yeah, is that not a Mad Libs headline?
Yeah.
Proposed fur ban in New York pits animal rights advocates against black ministers.
Well, maybe black ministers are against the fur ban, and they're the ones coming out and speaking.
No, animal.
against it.
Is that just a racist headline? If you think about it, like, are they implying that
Animal
black
rights people? No,
that-
animal rights people are racist to black people, is what
or,
they're saying.
or
And
that
they are.
black people wear fur?
I
That's
don't
a racist
understand.
headline.
I don't understand animal rights people. I think I'd rather. I'm not for the NRA in any which way, shape, or form, but I would.
The NRA is the gun. Next one up. SATs are going to include a student adversity score for college admission decisions.
This is some fucking racist. It's racist, but positive racism, but not really for Asians.
The SATs, the literal reason they are there is to even the playing field, and they're just like, look, there's a standardized test that you all take. You all know what's going to be on it. You can all study and prep for it. It's the easiest way to streamline who's smart and who's not.
And what's really funny is they're not like cutting it by like the area of the country you're in or like the rating of the school system. It's like Asian, white, or
They're including
Caucasian,
everything.
Hispanic, and black. And that's what they're saying. And that's what they're basing their
they're
ratings
including
on. It's not based on...
No, they're including race. They're including crime rate of your area. They're including the school you go to and how good they are or not. They're including the amount of families that are single-parent households in your neighborhood. They're including all of that.
I don't know if I agree with it.
Asians are going to get fucked.
Yeah, Asians are fucked.
But do Asians live in wealthy neighborhoods?
They live everywhere. They're everywhere.
I feel like Asians
1.2
actually
billion of them.
I feel like
there's
this
way
is,
more than 1.2 billion.
Wait, time
of
out.
them.
I think Asians are going to benefit from this. Hear me out. Hear me out. And if Asians already score the highest.
Asians are definitely benefiting from this.
Asians are the highest scoring for any demographic by far. It's not even close. And Asians usually don't live in the nicest towns.
What?
Look at New York City. Like, there's so many Asians that live in, like, Chinatown, and, like, Fort Lee is not, like, a better town than Alpine.
Yeah, well, I mean, Alpine, there's like 300 people
they're,
there.
they're not going to be,
versus,
I'm saying Asians are going to be below white people in this scale. White people live in better neighborhoods usually than Asians, I guess in our area at least. And there's no Asians anywhere else.
I mean, you're talking Bergen County, it is.
Well, Asians don't exist anywhere except for, like, California and, like, New York and New Jersey.
Texas.
There's a lot of Asians in Texas.
Houston has a massive Asian population.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Well, it's a fact.
I just feel like it's like Jewish people. Like, there's only Jewish people in New York, pretty much.
Well, I mean, and L.A. That's not true.
So Jewish people are going to be positively boosted because they're in shittier, like, Hasidic Jews make up, like, a large portion of the bad parts of New York City.
Lakewood, New Jersey.
So there's a lot of Jews in bad parts of New York City.
I don't know. I just don't agree with it. It's literally the whole thing about the test. I get
it's
it.
to make it even. Why are you now adding in cultural, like, and socioeconomic things? This is not for that. That's what the colleges are supposed to decide.
And now that kids know this, they'll be like, "Fuck, I can get I could definitely get like a 1200, but I'm just gonna try and get like an 800 because that's technically now a 1200.
Or I'm gonna get a 1200, and my address is now my aunt's address in, like, the shitty part of Manhattan.
Yeah. And now I get into Harvard and Yale, and I get full scholarships, and I get all this shit because I technically got a 1600 based on that. Stupid, the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen.
We hate it.
I really, really fucking hate it.
Next one up. This one I love, and it's the smartest thing I've heard in a long time. A Danish politician, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his first name. It's like Joachim or something. Joachim B. Olsen advertises on Pornhub in an attempt to reach out to voters. Now, a quick update. Since this article was there,
7% increase?
I believe he pulled it out. He did pull the ads out. But is this not the smartest decision of all time?
I mean, based on amount of users and people going on Pornhub, like, I mean, it is the smartest decision. Why would you not?
Everyone watches porn. Every male.
Do you watch the commercials?
No, but you have
There's
no
a
choice.
5-second
before you have to watch it. If
you saw Trump there, I would laugh my fucking ass off.
I would laugh, but then I'm still going to masturbate
afterwards. Yeah, but I'm not going to think about Trump while I'm masturbating.
No, but all it is recognition. What more of a captive audience do you have than holding us hostage for 5 seconds, you talking for those 5 seconds, and then us masturbating? We saw you. If we watch TV, we masturbate through. We fast forward through all the commercials.
Correct.
So any political advertisement on that you don't hear. Any podcast. To be honest, I hit the mash 15-second button until I get to their next segment.
Of course.
So.
But sometimes they do it really well, and you don't even notice you're walking.
Those are the good ones. Yeah. But for the most part, you don't watch advertisements ever. So this guy's got you. He knows you're watching this video.
Like, for example, what do you think of this White Claw? It's delicious.
I love White Claw.
White Claw is one of my favorite bubbly alcoholic drinks out there.
And shout out to the best flavor of all time, Ruby Red Grapefruit.
Ruby Red Grapefruit.
We love White Claw.
Get it in your local liquor store today. See, that's one of those good ones. You're like, what about this White Claw? No.
This guy's a genius.
Yeah.
Why don't more people do that?
It definitely worked.
The only ads I ever see on Pornhub are
for other porn. Or like other porn. Is your dick too small? Here we go. Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. There will become a point where I'm going to be pissed off if I'm watching regular commercials before I masturbate.
Yeah.
He's smart for being the first guy
but
in
now
there.
Everyone's going to do it.
But if anyone else does it, I'm going to be pissed.
Who would it go good with? Who are some politicians in
Donald
the US?
Trump?
No. I mean, obviously.
Hey, you're about to watch the Stormy Daniels video. I fucked her.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. And I did pay her off, and she did lose the lawsuit. I'm going to go back to being president now. No, other politicians that got caught for like
Anthony Weiner.
Anthony Weiner's a good one. Oh man, that would get him back into the limelight if he started dropping
Hey,
commercials. on
I'm a
porno.
creep. You're about to watch someone bang their mother.
Who's
creepier?
Who's the governor of New York that was like trying to ban whores, like strip clubs and all that? And what the fuck is his
God.
name? I can't think.
He
What the fuck?
definitely was
And then he like got caught banging hookers. Like he was like,
not Cuomo because he's the current mayor.
no. Wasn't he blind? Half blind?
What am I going to type into Google? New York mayor
New York mayor.
out of office.
No.
New York mayor.
No.
scandal.
New York governor.
New York governor. Oh, New York governor.
New York governor.
Spitzer.
Spitzer. Elliot Spitzer.
He had
that
he had such a great
motherfucker.
name too.
Yeah.
Why is it that Weiner and Spitzer were the name? Like the Daily News and New York Post are just the most clickbaity headlines of all time, even though they are physical papers too.
But they got real lucky
And they
with
had
those.
Weiner and Spitzer.
God, as an editor, you got to be like, we're going to sell so many goddamn magazines right now.
They do great puns. I will
They're
say
fucking
their,
awesome
their
at
puns are wonderful.
They're really, really good at puns. I'd like to meet their pun guy. You know they have a pun guy.
They definitely have a pun guy.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, what can we say? And they don't care. They'll go
They
anywhere.
post anything. They literally fucking post anything. Yeah, I think it's great marketing. Really good marketing.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
All right, last one we got here. Maximum Security, who was the horse that won the Kentucky Derby, but then was taken away because of technicality or whatever. The owner of that horse issued a $20 million challenge to the horses that finished, like the 4 horses that finished behind him, to race him separately in the next, like an independent race. So he said, I'm going to put up $20 million. Every other horse puts up $5 million of their own dollars.
Mm-hmm.
If he loses, he'll pay the $5 million to those horses, to the horse that wins. But if they lose, they got to pay him $5 million.
So what's the 20? Oh, it's a $20 million bet.
Total.
Yeah.
He's on the hook. Well, I guess he's on the hook for the.
So if he wins,
his liability is really $5 million, and
so
every
yeah,
other horse.
So
is $5
whoever
million.
he finishes above.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
only owes the people that are above him the $5
Yes,
million.
if you
Everyone,
beat-
and
if-
they owe him
Yeah,
$5 million.
if you beat him,
oh,
so
this is a great bet
If he
for him.
finishes in last place,
he owes
$20 million.
No, he owes $15 million.
$20 million. There's four horses.
Yeah, so he puts in.
If he's in fifth.
5 each.
If he's in fifth.
So he's the fourth. Oh, there's 4 other horses.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if he finishes in fifth of 5, he owes
Okay.
$20 million.
All right.
If he wins, he gets $20 million.
Okay.
And it would be up to the horse owners of the other ones to decide if they want to put their $5
this is a
million.
really good bet for him though, because as long as you don't, like, if he finishes in second, third, or fourth, he's still not paying out as much as he would possibly have to pay out.
If you think you could beat him, it doesn't matter what the field is like.
No, it doesn't.
Because you're just racing him one-on-one.
For $5 million.
But is he going to get like real crazy tactics? Like you can't imagine it was
there's
a
no rules. This is no rule.
a no DQ horse race.
Yeah, there's no rules here.
I like the no DQ horse race.
And he just has a sniper up top. If anyone's winning, you just like a little BB that fucks the horse up and nobody knows why.
I just saw. Oh no, never mind. No spoilers. I saw John Wick last night. I'm going to wait.
yeah, no,
We'll
no
talk about
spoilers.
it.
How many?
No, we can't.
under.
we can't talk about
over under
Nope.
55 headshots.
Because it would ruin a plot line. So I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything.
Over under 55 headshots.
I'm not going to say anything because it
he
totally
doesn't use
ruins.
a gun anymore, does he? Fuck.
No, that's not it. It's just I'm not going to talk about it.
So it's over 55.
I'm just not going to talk about it. All right, that was our last. Was that the last one?
That was the last quick hitter, I guess.
I think that's all we got.
All right, this was good.
Woo! Who are the Falcons? All right, that's all we got for you today. Some shout outs. What do you got for me, Bones?
Shout out to the hashtag ECBC crew.
Pro Darren, Pro Marissa, Pro B Lash's podcast.
Definitely check out the show if you haven't. They're all going to win or have their own show at the end of this. I'm happy they made it this far. They know that they're going to be very important in the next 3 to 4 episodes.
They will have a spin-off show of some sort.
Yes.
God
It'll be
willing.
called ECBC.
ECBC.
Yeah, I think that's an easy.
Or
one
just the Boken Bitches.
there. the Boken bitches.
Maybe not that for TV, but
The Boken girls. The
We're-
ladies of Hoboken.
we'll workshop this.
Okay, we'll talk about
The
it.
Real Housewives of Hoboken.
The Real Housewives of Hoboken. The Real Apartment Girls of Hoboken. Shout out again to my mother. I'm going to do it every episode. I've decided.
All right.
Just because of Mother's Day.
You're a nice person.
Yeah. Shout out to D-Rips for her birthday today.
All right, Drips.
Yeah, very nice day to have your birthday. You got lucky here.
Beautiful day. We're about to go.
Anti-shout out to her husband, Philip, who has not listened to our
Too many
podcast
first
yet,
names.
and
Untrustworthy.
Yeah, 3 first names. And I've known him since he moved to this country, so anti-shout out to him.
Shout out White
that's it.
Mystery.
Yeah, I'm done with my shout outs.
We will be shouting out Mama Baker. Anti-shout out Adam Baker.
Shout out Mama Bacon.
Shout out to Soup. What up, Deemer? What up, Angelo?
You want to do a what up soup?
What up, Murph?
All right, there we go.
It just feels so good when I do that. I think that's all I really got today.
All right.
I'm light on the shout outs. If you would like me to whore myself out and shout you out, feel free to talk to
we
me.
got to shout out Mike. Big Mike.
Shout out Big Mike. Shout out Hypothetical Bob.
And working on the new music for us.
Yeah, no pressure. If it sucks, we just won't use it.
Shout out Hypothetical Bob and
And
Carb on
Schleier,
Carb Matt.
Carb on Carb Matt on the golf course. Congratulations for hitting a bird, and Bob for getting a birdie.
Yeah. I mean, hitting a bird is almost like getting a birdie. It's harder
Randy
to do.
Johnson once did it.
What's harder to do, hit a bird or get a birdie? I think probably get a birdie.
Definitely,
to be honest.
definitely to hit a bird. Are you kidding me? How many times have you hit a bird?
I mean, what is he counting as a bird? If it's a fucking, what are those called? The Canadian geese that just
How
walk
many
around.
times have you hit a bird with a
lot.
golf ball?
A lot. If they're Canadian geese that just walk around the courses all the time, very easy to hit one.
No.
I've hit one multiple times.
How many birdies have you had?
A few.
Okay.
It really depends on the day.
What is your
Depends on the-
definition of multiple?
Multiple birds?
No, it's just when you say few, what do you mean?
I'll have
3, right?
1 to 2 around.
Few means 3.
I have 1 to 2 around that I play.
Multiple. Okay, that's what you mean.
Yes.
Multiple.
So, and
It's a wide-ranging multiple.
Yeah, it's mostly bogeys. Also golf words. God. All right, we're done. We're done here. All right.
Hold on, one more shout out. Shout out to all the boys in the bachelor party in Nashville. I see your Instagrams. Beautiful job. Shout out. Shout out Casso. Shout out Pregs. Shout out Alex. Shout out TITO. Today I take over. Tequila Sunrise.